welcome back here to my channel where I play plans too. My name is Nissa, and today we're gonna take a look at this beautiful deer, which is the Bactrian Deer, which of course is a mod for Planet Soup by Gabboi and GiornoPizza. I will say though, I have a link in the description below to a coffee belonging to Gabboi. So if you want to go and support him over there, if you like what he does, or if you maybe want to ask him about mods in the future or anything like that, it's a really good way where you can get in contact with him. I have tried the link myself. I got it directly from Gaboy. I have tried myself. I didn't get anything bad out of it. So if you want to check that out, it is in the description below, along with video by Leaf on how to install mod and everything. So if you haven't tried mod before, everything is here for you guys. And these videos are not to tell you that anyone are doing a bad job, neither Frontier or the mother. It's not to shit on everyone. It's not to just tell you everything is rainbows. It's just to help you figure out if you like a mod. So I may like something about a mod you don't, and the opposite way around. The only one who decides which mod you want to play with are you, and it's not my decision. Just want to clarify, because sometimes in these videos I can sound a little bit like I have opinions, but I am a woman and I like to talk and I have my own opinions, but my opinions don't have to be yours. Anyway, focusing in here, the Bactrian camel, the Bactrian deer is this beautiful majestic deer. You can see the antlers here is really much the antlers we picture when we dream about deers. I don't know who dream about deers, but someone clearly does. Um, they have this lighter color to them. These one on the pictures, I also saw them in a more reddish color and more grayish color and more cream color. So they vary a lot in color, which is something I would really like to see in the game. The babies it is a little unclear here because I think this picture is overexposed, but I wanted a picture where you could see both mom, dad, and babies. And the babies are still spotted. Not all deers are spotted. Some of them are spotted the entire life. Some of them are spotted some of the life. These have spotted babies. But let's. I already been talking way too much, and I do apologize. Here it is. And sorry, I just need to check something here. No. No, it was just me. It's because I just thought it looked blurry and it didn't do that earlier, so I just wanted to make sure. And see here, the babies also vary a lot in color. And look, we have the lighter one, we have the creamy one, we have the grayish babies, we have a darker one over here. We have a lot going on, and they swim and they have fun. That's a really dark orange one and beautiful. But when we have something mod that is a copy, it's not a copy, but I'm gonna call it a copy. It's Frontier also make copies, like we have Siberian and Sumatran tiger. It's a copy. There is differences in between, and that's just what I want to show off now. So we're gonna look at the males first. I will, however, show both males and females because there's a big difference here. However, I won't show every single color. Here we have the Bactrial one, the mudded one, a male, European Phillip deer, male, and red deer, which is the newest one we got from Frontier in the last update or the update before. I'm not sure. But here they are. And right out of the gate, I think it's more reminiscent. Oh, was the dark one was the red deer, of course. I think it's most reminiscent of the red deer. The fellow deer is, of course, smaller and it's spotted, but the antlers are also different. You can see here they are massive and then just have points, like they are really thick. The stem of the antlers, if we can call it that, is really thick, where here it's more elegant. And these thinner pieces. Going over here again, it is a little more reminiscence of the red deer, but it's not the same exactly. I think I want to take a look at the texture here. Beautiful texture. Yeah, it looks like it may have copied. I think they copied over the antlers for the red one, but made small alterations to it. Which, again, if you don't need to do more than that, then you shouldn't do more than that. I want the modders to use their time and effort on what they need to do and not what they just. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Here the face is a little cutifies. If you can, like, it's little bit like with these chubbier cheeks. It have these very cute small nose areas, and it have these round. Well, not round here, but it have rounded here, and then again rounded here. Where this is more like stiff, more line based. We have a little bit of roundness going on, but not even remotely close to the same amount. And the same with this. This is more like I wouldn't call it chunky. Like we have still a little bit of roundness going on, but not as much as we have over here. And then of course the color is a little bit different, but again, when we have multiple colors, and I didn't look for these two colors, these two. I didn't look for them. I just went in here. And oh, that's for tomorrow. We'll look at that deer background here. Here you cannot see anything. But if I do like this, you can see we already have two of the lighter and two of the darker. So they are not difficult to get at all. And it's something I think some of you guys will love, that you can get these variations without having to work for it. But I also think for some people it's kind of like shiny hunting. You enjoy the pain of working for it when you finally get it. So yeah, if we can just get you out of the way, then we will go in and look at the female. And I will place them same place. So we have a female Bactrian on the left, European in the middle, and then the red deer out to the right. And they are, of course, all smaller than the males because it's deers. I think reindeers is somehow same size, but besides that, most deers are. Keep in mind, this is clearly wet. Once again, they are more reminiscent of the red one. But compared to the male, I don't see the same amount of differences. Even here, you can see these. I wouldn't call it muscles, but you can see this toning here and here. Even that seems to be the same. So they look much more like each other. I just want to see the hoofs because it's somewhere where you normally can see, yeah, it's the same. So I think they pretty much got a repaint, and that's that. What I really do like though is that this one have this darker stripe here. This one also does, but it's not the same stripe exactly. Like this is a cold tone, still brown, but we have a cold tone line, where over here it looks much more warm, fitting more with this color, where this line fit more with this color. So it's not like they just painted the base of it, they painted all of it. And again, if you don't need to do more, there's no reason to do so. I haven't let these two breed because I haven't, and I didn't want to confuse all of the babies. It does, however, appear to me that all of the babies have this more cold tone grayish color. Yeah, and I can't verify if I got all of the colors, but Gabboi and GiornoPizza, if you watch this video, please write it in a comment below. If there are some colors I missed, if you do so, I will pin it in a comment. It's not something I will like contact the mothers to find out because it isn't that important, but it's just if they is or here either way. I would love them to say so. Anyways, let's jump in here. Oh, we're not gonna start there. We're gonna start here. They are luckily at least concerned animal, and the population in the wild is 1,400. They do believe live in Asia, Titan Shan Mountains, Khorasan, Afghanistan, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, and Tajikistan, I think. And when it comes to deers, I do believe this is what decides if you where you build your zoo, where which area, what animal you want to have them with. So I think this is the important part. You can see here both of the other ones we have, they are more European based. This is the red deer. The European one is also, of course, more European based, so they are more Eastern. Western. Eastern. More this way. Oh, sorry, I'm confused. The European fell deer is from temperate and grassland. Same or red deer, but also tiger, and the back Bactrian one is grassland, temperate, and tiger, just like the red one. So you would be able to have them together. Just keep in mind you have Asia and Europe, but some plans also work both places, so you can make it work. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it would bring in more diversity and more colorations in your zoo. One of them needs 360 square meters of land. Nothing else, but as you have seen, they do swim. Live in places from -10 to 38 degrees Celsius. This can be an issue because a lot of the zoos become colder. Not all of them at all, but colder than -10. And again, a lot of them get up to 42 degrees Celsius. So in those extreme days, it may be an issue, but like animals in zoos are pretty used to climates where they are if they have been born and for generation been in that area. Grade 2, above 4 feet 13, that's a meter and 25 or something around there. Group size from 3 to 9. If it's a mixed group, that's 1 male and 8 females. But if it's a bachelor group, for males, it's 3 to 10. And if it's only females, it's 3 to 15. I think it's kind of unusual that we see the bachelor groups being bigger than the actual group, but apparently. Dominant solitary males compete for harems. Polyamorous, neutral around humans, and guests should not enter the habitat, so keep that in mind. They can grow up to 2 meters and 5 centimeters long. 2 meters, that's 6.6 feet. And the female, a meter and 65, which I think is 4.5 feet, 4.7 feet, something around there. They live for around 10 years, which isn't that much, and they weigh between 75 and 220 kilos. Both males and females, that would be between 150 to 440 pounds. Very roughly, keep in mind, this is just what I calculate in my head. It isn't. If you want the exact number, then you can hit a calculator yourself. Reach sexual maturity at age 2, and they can reproduce until they die. They will only give between 1 and 2 offspring every year and be pregnant for 8 months. However, they should be very easy to get to reproduce in captivity as deers are. They do not have any in-species enrichments. However, they have a lot of toys. So let's take a look at that. Oh, hey with you. Hey. So, okay, we have the scratching trees, of course, and the scratching pillar. Then we have the 2 skittles. And both big balls. And the rubber ducky, I think this, yes, this one, the grapple, and the hyacinth marker. For food enrichment, we have the scarecrow, the brassing ball feeder, the big barrel. I personally think it should be the small one, but it's the big one. And then the hanging grazing feeder. However, it is the same as the red deer once again. So if you go down in habitat, just write red deer, then you will get all of the stuff you need. Which I appreciate when modders do it like this because it helps us out a lot. So should we use this beauty to take a look at? And what I find interesting actually is that when we look at the more sandy one, there's no spots. But I just noticed that this one have spots. I didn't see a picture of one with spots. Uh, but this one has. Again, the modders probably use 5,000 pictures to look at. I search on Google and pick the first good picture I find. So the modders may know a lot of stuff I do not. However, what is that? It's not on the animal itself, but it's, see the white butt that's out here? It's a part of the animal in some way. I just need to know. They are not on this one or this one or this one. That's weird. Maybe it's only the male in this specific coloration. I don't have anything one else in the same. No. But I just want to. Oh, it was shaking. It water off itself. So it's gone now. Sorry. It's just yeah. Okay, first of all, the horns or antlers. Something I find very fascinating and beautiful. And it's, again, I don't understand people who hunt for them because basically wait to fall or when deers in your area shit them and you can just go to the forest and pick them up. We have a little bit of glitching on here. Keep in mind that might be my computer, so it may not happen on yours. The lighter one, I'm not even sure it's a albino. No, cream coat with spots. They have these bluish coloration eyes. I'm not sure all of them. No, these one have the more basic brown eyes, which are very doe-like, but it is gorgeous on this color. We do, however, have some weird, not circles, but you can see here, kind of weird shaped rings. But again, the pupil are also a little weird shape. With, again, I'm not sure if the deer have this kind of eye, but I would think with the amount of detail Gabboi and GiornoPizza put into this, I would assume that it is on purpose. Again, because it's not hard to make an eye not this shape. It's just a detail I wanted to point out. Here I do like that we have these small holes from whiskers or such you have in the face. Nice little detail. The nose here looks a little bit wet, which again a lot of animals have like a little inside of the nose running a little bit out. So again, making it feel more alive. I'm in love with it. The fur texture here is a little blurry, but again, we have the fluff issue in Planet Zoo, so I would not blame the modders for this. And again, can I just point out the ombre effect? If you look from here to here, that color is certainly not that color, but you do not have any lines where you can see, well, here there's a color change a little bit, but it's not from that color to that color. It's really a natural coloration on the way up and down, which I'm really happy about. I also really like the spots because you could certainly get away with not making the spot, especially because it's so light and I don't think a lot of people actually are gonna notice the spots. So it's just a little kind of Easter egg or fun thing if you get up close with it. Again, we have the dark line down here, and we have these darker spots here on the side cheek. And then the light in between, so you actually wouldn't be able to see the tail on these in the dark, depending on which side you watch them from. Again, here we have the darker here, and it's beautiful, guys. It's beautiful. You done a really good job with this. I really appreciate it. So let's find a female. Which one should we pick? I think T should be a good one, just to not pick the same color. And once again, they have the more classic brown eyes, but it still have the same shape. However, it's not as prominent here because the eye is still dark. And I do believe if you watch this in real low resolution, you may not notice the coloration change here. Again, glitching, keep in mind that might be my computer, but again, fur texture, beautiful. A little bit shiny nose here. It seems more shiny on the male, however, it's still a little shiny. We have the more fluffiness on the neck, and again, the fur looks really good from afar. Get a little more blurry when you get really close, but it's less blurry on the female. Again, she have probably shorter hair, so it makes sense. And again, a beautiful transformation in color. And they have a little baby here sitting and waiting. Yeah, I am aware of the time, guys. I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can, but I also have things I really want to say. What I what I found really fascinating here is that this eye color is neither the dark brown or the light blue. It's something in between. And a lot of baby animals actually have another color when they get born. For instance, many humans are born with blue eyes, and then they can turn into green eyes, brown eyes, darker blue eyes. However, some babies are also born with brown eyes, but you can change them to darker through the life, but not to lighter, as I understand it. Again, wet nose, I like that. Cute little mouth. A weird. Oh, it's just the shine on its lips. It's fine. Glitching, keep in mind, it might be my computer. And yeah, I know I repeat myself, but I just don't want anyone to say that it's the modder's fault if it isn't. Again, texture beautiful here. You can see the spots are made out of hair strands, and they aren't just a clear circle painted on top. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So, yeah, guys. Should we see some swimmers? Swimming. Now they're probably getting up off the pool. But this is where I'm gonna leave you guys. I know it was a long one, but I just had a lot to say today, apparently. Anyway, guys, as always, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications so you know the next time I upload a video. Really hope to see you again, either in the comments below or in the next video. Bye, guys.